Hey everybody, Emily here. Thanks for being here. Welcome back to this, my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be testing out some tasty treats. As you might know,
what are you doing in my kitchen?
Frank! I'm in Chef Frank's kitchen and he's here too. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming up and visiting us.
No, it's my pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
So I brought back, we were recently in Canada and I brought back some treats. My original thought was that I would bring back some funky cheeses and rare meats, but it turns out that the U.S. Department of Agriculture frowns on that. So instead what we have is a whole bunch of some of my favorite treats that I can't get here.
Okay.
It's, a lot of junk food and a little bit of booze, or as I like to call it, a really nice day. And I thought I'd show them to you and you could try them, and
I love it.
We'll
I am so excited to try all this stuff.
So we have obviously some categories here. We've got chips, chocolate, gummy candies, and booze. Do you have a preference for where we start?
Of course we gotta start with booze.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Okay, so this is a bottle of sparkling wine from a vineyard called Lightfoot and Wolfville. It's their bubbly white. So this is from right by where my grandparents lived for a really long time and where my grandmother still lives. And we were there when we were in Nova Scotia recently, and I thought this was pretty good. Nova Scotia's not known for their wine, but it's something that they've been doing a lot more of, and I thought it would be a fun thing to try that you definitely wouldn't be able to get here.
Want me to open up?
Yeah, we bought this right from the vineyard.
That's awesome.
In a place called the Annapolis Valley in Nova Scotia, which is
and that is it really a valley or?
Yeah, it's like it's on the Bay of Fundy. Do you need help?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like a beautiful, you drive over a hill and then it just opens up to the water, and it's and there's a bunch of vineyards and stuff there.
So I've never been to Nova Scotia, and somewhere I want to go.
Yeah. Well, maybe this will collectively.
No, maybe yeah. I mean, I haven't been to Canada since I'm a kid, and
yeah.
I think we're to Niagara Falls or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, so sparkling, nice bottle. We have fancy glasses.
Yeah, I know. Cheers.
I think it's delicious.
It's good, right?
I think that's a really good wine.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, you don't say Nova Scotia. I think
yeah, people aren't find Nova Scotian wines, and it's nice and dry. It's tart.
That's delicious. What cheese from Canada that you couldn't bring?
Oh boy! Well, we were actually drinking this with oysters and then having a Havarti, I think, like a grocery store Havarti. But it was good. All right, so the next thing we have is this is called Circa gin, and it's gin sauvage, which means wild gin.
Ooh.
It's got 33 different botanicals. I haven't tried this yet either, so
okay.
we're on this adventure together. But I thought it sounded really interesting, and I thought it would be up your alley. So giving it a shot.
I like gin. There's very few gins I haven't liked yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna taste it straight. And
we'll taste it
I'm gonna
straight.
make a cocktail.
And then you want to make a cocktail?
I'll make a cocktail.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it smells so good.
Did I give you too much? Because I can
No,
give
not
you
at
this
all.
little one if you want.
No. Chin chin. Ooh. Ooh. It's almost a little sweet, I feel.
Yeah.
Like a little sweet.
Yeah. It's it is a little, it's sweet on the front of your tongue.
Yeah. And you do get a lot of
it's
that
very
floral
potent,
lavender.
Floral, a little bit of evergreeny kind of.
Almost piney.
Yeah, almost piney.
Yeah, I love it.
Very cool.
So we've discovered a new gin. Okay, you want me to make a cocktail?
Yeah.
And then we can continue?
Yeah, let's do it.
Excellent.
All right. It's because I snapped before, so it'll be it disappeared. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Gin and tonics in a big goblet.
I know. I love your gin and tonic style.
The gin is phenomenal.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
It was a roll of the dice,
but it comes through too.
Yeah.
I do lemon and orange rind in my gin and tonic, but you can also get that
yeah.
It's crazily floral and delicious.
Perfect. We have a drink in order to start our snackification, if you will.
Are we going salty and then sweet?
What do you think? Is that the right order?
I think so.
I think so too. Okay, so our 2 stars are Canadian flavors, but I have a little something I have to show you before. And you, I think, know about this, but I don't think you've actually seen it.
I've never seen this product live.
So Canadian Tire is a Canadian Home Depot, basically. It's you can get your car fixed, but you can also buy lawn, gardening materials, and you can get tools, hardware, and you can get their Canadian Tire brand goods.
Yeah.
And the Canadian Tire brand goods, as you can see, are called Frank. So I thought you might like some of these.
This is amazing.
And the fun thing that I think you'll really like is that the way they do it is they all have fun phrases on them. So it's called, these are just original kettle chips. They're called Frank puts the kettle to the metal. And then I'll let you hold that. Frank puckers up is the salt and vinegar. And I got you these because I thought you might kind of see yourself in them. Frank cleans up nice reusable cloths.
I had heard about this. I had seen it on TikTok, and I'm just so happy to have them in my hands.
Yeah, so these are yours.
Okay.
We can taste them if you want, but they're yours to do as you will.
We have to taste.
Yeah, it does smell good.
Yeah.
My mom says these are the best chips in Canada.
They're very kettle chip, right? Like kettle chips with that really super crunchiness.
No. Salty.
I love it. They're super salty.
Which feels right.
That is delicious.
Yeah, let's get the other one. Smells good too. Smells like malt vinegar a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, very kind of... Not as salty and vinegary as like the American style.
Yeah, I would have liked this to be a little more...
A little more like pucker. Right? Yeah. These, I think, are superior. Those...
Yeah, these I could take or leave. These are pretty darn good.
This is adorable.
And this is so cute, right? Alright, so then we move on to flavors.
Now, I have to admit, I've had all-season chips before.
You have?
I have.
Well, these are, I should say also it's all dressed.
All dressed. Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah. Although it is, in French, it's saisonné.
Saisonné.
So you're definitely in the right ballpark anyway. This is, I like the Ruffles ones. I think they're all pretty good. But I like the Ruffle version. So you can try them.
I like the fact that Emily brought mostly salty stuff.
I also brought mostly like...
And ketchup.
I brought my favorite things. Really. I was like, well, I'm going to have to eat it too.
No, but I think that's good because, like,
yeah.
You know, people get to see a different side of you, not just ketchup.
Yeah, I'm not all ketchup. I also love all dressed.
Ketchup. She's all dressed.
All right, so all dressed. These are chips that we would have instead of barbecue at like a party, at least in Halifax. I don't know if that's true across Canada. I can't speak for the whole nation.
It's a big country. It's
a big country. There's a lot of people. Probably a lot of people don't even like all dressed, but most of us do. I'm going out on a limb. All dressed is like barbecue plus vinegar plus like some other stuff. It's like it's literally an all dressed chip. They basically mixed up all the flavors and like made it.
So they just sweeped it off the floor.
Like salt and sugar, garlic and onion, regular like random spices. It's just sort of like, I mean, it's like barbecue in that it's a little sweet and it's savory and it's salty, and it's got like that little bit of like some spices and garlic and stuff, like a barbecue sauce, but different, super different, a little different. You'll tell me.
I'm buying it.
I see.
Cool. No, I get that a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. So, the way my wife describes things, is it a crave or not a crave, right? That's a crave.
Right.
That's something like you're like, oh, I gotta get those all-dressed chips because...
I always get them when I'm coming back from Canada because you can't get them here and they're so like savory.
Solid.
And salty and just like very satisfying.
Like I'll sit there, if I had a bigger bag, I'd probably eat the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. I actually was looking for bigger bags to bring, and this was the only one I could find like in the places I was shopping.
And they're nothing like the all-dressed I've had before.
Oh yeah?
They're a little different.
Yeah, I think the Ruffles is definitely the best flavor.
I love it.
Personal preference, but...
Next time, if I ever go to Canada, I've been there once.
You're going back, really.
I'm going to take a bunch of snacks.
Yeah.
This is something I think that...
Yeah, last but not least of the chips.
I've seen it.
Yeah, You've never had it?
Never had it.
So these are also super popular in Canada. They don't taste like ketchup in the way you might think. Like, it tastes less like a fry with ketchup on it than you'd think. It's its own kind of flavor. And again, like in the kind of barbecue space. All right, so
I'm gonna take a smell test.
Yeah, get in there.
Oh, I
right?
mean, it smells like ketchup.
Okay.
You know, anytime I smell, for some reason, it's a weird thing. Every time I smell ketchup, I think of McDonald's.
Interesting. Yeah,
I don't know. For some reason, I smell ketchup.
I feel like ketchup's like in the air there.
Yeah. And I love ketchup. I am a big fan. Yeah.
Ah.
We actually watched your video with Dan, and we got the Korean ketchup, and we got the banana ketchup. It's in our fridge. But look at the color of that.
Right? It's like...
It's kind of purple.
Kind of a burgundy, yeah.
I'm going in.
Right. To be clear, you don't have to like everything you taste in
No, it tastes... I'm going to tell you this. It tastes like a cheap ketchup.
Interesting.
It doesn't taste like a Heinz ketchup.
You think it's more of a Hunt's?
No, Hunt's is actually pretty... This tastes like a Target ketchup. Like a store brand ketchup. It doesn't... It's got some like weird background sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Just like, you know what it is? It's like this weird clove type flavor. Like a
right.
sweet spice flavor.
I got the cloves in there.
I don't...
You're not in there? You're not into it?
I mean, I'd eat a bag. But I'm not saying they're bad. I think they're not what I particularly think of as ketchup.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm not hurt.
I'm
All dressed is my favorite too.
Oh.
Alright, so do you want to do chocolate or gummies first?
I put the gummies here because I want the gummies.
Alright, cool.
I
do you
love
like
gummies.
Sour or not sour?
I like not sour for the most part. I think sour is a generation after me.
Interesting. Okay.
I do like I like sweet, but I don't like sour.
All right, because of that, I think we should start with the fuzzy peaches.
Okay.
Because they are sour.
Okay.
They're like pretty sour.
I'm in.
But a quick disclaimer before I lift this bag. So I was gonna buy another bag of wine gums, but then they weren't at the store that I went to, so this bag is open already. Because Dan and I ate a bunch of them.
Wait, did you leave the crappy flavors?
No, I made sure that there was at least one. There's actually 2 of every flavor left in here, so that we don't have a situation on our hands. All right, so Maynard's Fuzzy Peaches. This is something that I really love. They are sour. When I moved to the States and tried the pussy-ass peach rings that are here, I was like, what is this? These are sweet. Which I guess people like, but this is what a peach is supposed to taste like in terms of a candy, as far as I
like the conviction.
Yeah, I feel very strongly about this. This is what a peach candy should taste like. Please enjoy.
All right, I'm in because I like peach candy. Wait, now here. Oh my god, that is so good. Like, here's the thing, right? Classic American sour candy is like you take it in your mouth. You're like, oh my god, like. You can't even stand it. This is just the right amount of sour.
Yeah. It's a perfect candy.
Oh my gosh.
And it actually tastes like peaches.
Oh my, it tastes ridiculous. It's soft. The sourness isn't like overwhelming.
It's not like punching in your face, but it is sour.
It's like the perfect complement to the peach. It's not like a Sour Patch Kid.
I'm so glad you like this.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
I think they're delicious.
And I am not a sour candy person, but that is... Again, going back to craves, that's a crave.
Right? Let me get one more.
Like road trip, I'll eat a bag.
Oh yeah, that's what we do. We buy these in the car at a gas station and just like...
Oh, that's ridiculous.
House them. Alright, so moving...
those are...
I'm going to move these to over here.
Yeah.
And then, okay, wine gums. So wine gums are something that I love, but even my friends in Canada are not big fans of wine gums necessarily.
Now, why is that?
They're just like a specific thing, I think. They're sort of, in theory, they're called wine gums because they're kind of flavored like liquors, but they're really not.
Yeah.
Like, they're just sort of themed loosely around liquors. Like, the black one is cassis.
Okay.
Kind of.
Cassis. Does anyone know what that is?
It's a blackcurrant liqueur, creme de cassis. I was a brand ambassador for a cassis brand for a year.
Creme de cassis is good. You put it in like Kir or
yeah. You can put it in other stuff. It's good in like cocktails. It's good as like a little piece of something else.
Yeah,
is what I would say, or in like baked goods and that kind of thing.
Okay, so this is the cassis.
Yeah. They're like almost like a more complicated flavor of gummy.
They're firmer than I thought. Like so, we have the
they're
peach.
not. Like that. They're not soft. They're like...
No.
They have a chew. They're not... Basically, I don't know that there's anything like wine gums other than wine gums.
They remind me a little bit of German gummy bears, where the German gummy bears aren't as soft as American ones. They're delicious. I mean, I have to say...
I've never had a German gummy bear.
I do like the peach better.
I understand. The peaches are like... They're in-your-face delicious. And this is like kind of funky. All right, and then last but not least, we move into our chocolate phase of the evening. So, okay, here's what we got. I have a Coffee Crisp, which is sort of like a coffee-flavored chocolate bar. I have a Caramel, which is chocolate with, like milk chocolate with caramel in the middle. And then I have, this is the other thing that I haven't tried of all the things I brought, which is, it's like a semi-sweet chocolate with PEI sea salt. We got it in PEI, and I was like, we'll bring it too.
I thought it was going to be like chocolate with anchovies.
That'd be way cooler. Oh, that reminds me. Wait, stay right there.
Okay.
Now, okay, I know that we agreed we were going to wear t-shirts for this.
Yes.
But I know that you're also probably not really comfortable right now because you're not wearing an apron or any sort of chef's jacket. So if you could just hang tight for 1 second. Here, now you're Canadian.
Oh my god.
Here we go. The Idaho potato lobby might come for you, but I'll take responsibility.
Well, since I have the PEI apron on.
Yeah, let's start with the PEI chocolate.
Ooh, that looks really dark.
Are you a dark chocolate person?
I am a milk chocolate guy.
Uh-oh.
Totally, like 100%.
I feel like I'm not even seeing sea salt here.
It's probably in. Yeah, it's in there. You get like a little crunch of it.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. I know you love salt. So.
I do love salt. And that's really good.
Yeah.
But you get a serious pop of it once in a while.
Yeah, that's like pretty salty.
Really salty.
I want to see what the pattern is on the other side.
Ooh.
There we go. Ooh, yeah.
It's like a fancy geometric pattern.
I'm glad it's as salty as it is, because I was sort of like, when I saw it just now, I thought to myself, is this going to be salty enough? Because a lot of the salt ones, they like put it on, like it looks like flakes.
Yeah.
Not here.
Which one is your favorite out of these two?
Ooh, that's
so when it comes to Nestle and Cadbury, in my life, right, we always have Irish or English candy. And these are two things I think I've seen, but I've never had.
Okay.
Like, I don't think this is big in Ireland.
I don't even know if it's big in Canada, but I really like it. I
And
just chose my
caramel,
favorite.
I've had something similar to this. Usually has like the blue wrapper on it. It's a Cadbury chocolate bar that has caramel in it, but it's not this.
I consider that kind of a knockoff.
It's a knockoff.
I mean, I'm sure that it's not. Like, they're probably like, this is our finest work.
Yeah.
But, like, to me, this is the only form that I want that in. If I had to choose one, I guess I bought a caramel bar just for me to eat when I was in Canada.
Okay.
And I didn't
So we should say that for last.
So let's do that last, yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think
Because that would be your favorite.
I think they're both really good.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Caramel versus coffee.
You know, I love my coffee, but a caramel every time.
All right. So this is a coffee crisp bar. It's like coffee wafer.
Is it like a Kit Kat-ish?
No.
No, not at all.
No, I guess it's a little Kit Kat-ish, but it's sort of like a giant coffee Kit Kat.
It's light. It smells very coffee-like.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is good. You know what it makes me think of? You ever get the Italian cookies? In Italy, they make cookies like this with the wafer and like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's kind of like that.
That is so good. And the coffee's not overwhelming.
Right. It's like, it smells very coffee and it does taste like coffee, but it doesn't taste like coffee like, oh no, I'm drinking a cup of coffee. It's just like, coffee.
That is
Dynamite?
Yeah. Dynamite. I mean, that is just so good. I can see myself, like, you know, going up to Canada and leaving and being like, okay, I'm coming in. And just like,
beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
That's what the sound of my truck backing into
my
America.
trunk. Do you need a napkin?
Yeah. I'm just like licking my hands. All right. Last but not least, we have the caramel bar.
And this is Emily's favorite.
This is definitely, it's probably.
Okay, so here's the question though.
It's definitely probably
Desert Island chocolate. Coffee crisp or caramel?
Really tough. I think I would probably take the caramel, but it would be like, I would be suffering about it for a while. And I'd probably like
mourn the loss of the coffee.
Every 6 days I'd be like, fuck, I should have chosen the coffee crisp. I'll be interested to hear actually how similar or different it is to what you've experienced.
Because I find like when I get the Cadbury chocolate bars from England or Ireland, they're very milk forward.
Yes.
Like super milky. And
this
that's what I like.
Maybe
you know?
pretty milky.
Okay.
We'll see what you think.
What do they call these in Canada? These two little...
Do they have a fun name in another?
Don't they call like nibs or like some crazy crap like that? I don't know. All right, ready?
All right. Yeah. I'm so glad. If you'd been like, I don't like any of this, this would have been a really tough video.
No, it's like you hit all the high notes. Very similar to a Cadbury bar that you get from England and Ireland. Creamy, milky.
Yeah. Different vibe of milk chocolate than I feel like you get. Like the Hershey's milk chocolate is very like, can be a little like gritty and cheesy.
This is like what you think milk should taste like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
it's creamier and there's less of that like after tang.
This is what good chocolate tastes like.
Yeah.
Especially like commercially produced good chocolate. Right?
It's like a different feeling on your tongue. Almost.
Yeah, it's like softer and like creamier and like it's
creamier.
Like
that's what I was
almost
for.
velvety. How about velvety?
Velvety.
I like that word. 100%. Like that is good. Although
Right?
Coffee crisp.
Desert Island.
Like, I honestly, like, you are in a very big conundrum there because, I don't know. Like, if I had to choose between two of these, I can't even tell you which one it would be. This is great. This is great. And, like, I can
It's honestly two different moods.
Yeah, where you would definitely, like, doubt yourself.
Yeah. There'd never be a time where you'd be like, I feel 100% sure I chose the right one.
No.
Okay, I want the Frank rank.
Frank rank.
Yeah, like, I love all of this, let's be honest.
Okay.
So, I want to know how you would go, brutally speaking, top to bottom, can't do ties. What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? What's in the middle?
I think my favorite is these fuzzy peaches.
Fuzzy peaches
are ridiculous. Like, I do like the chocolate. I think the chocolate's amazing, but this is ridiculous.
That's a crave.
Like, this is like,
now that I know this.
That is the serious crave out of the whole bunch.
Yeah.
Right?
What's a crave? What's in the grave?
I would say, honestly, these salt and vinegar Frank ones are definitely in the grave.
Yeah, they're the bottom. Let's see.
I mean, I don't know if we can rate the alcohol because they're both really good. Like,
put them on the scale.
Okay, the scale.
I'm gonna make you do this.
Okay. So it's definitely the Maynard's Fuzzy Peaches. Mm-hmm. The gin is like spectacular. Okay.
Yeah.
These two go right here easily, and I'm gonna put them like this.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because they do not rank above each other. Okay. This. These are good. So these go after this.
All right.
Then the champagne.
Here, let me get this stuff out of there.
And I think the ketchup chips are right at kind of the end.
Yeah, I understand.
And I think that the chocolate is slightly better than wine gums. Ooh. I don't want to bash on your wine gums, but to be honest with you, this is the rank. This is the right off the cuff ranking.
This is the off the cuff Frank rank. I think it's perfect. It's beautiful.
The fuzzy peaches. This gin is like
also very good.
Ridiculous. These cannot be. I can't.
You can't choose.
I just can't.
There's just no way.
The all dressed. These kettle chips are great.
Yeah.
I mean, sparkling wine, I would never have thought sparkling wine from Canada. It's delicious.
Yeah.
And then this whole category over here is okay.
Yeah.
If you gave me all dressed and ketchup chips like back, I would never.
You would never eat the ketchup chips.
Never eat the ketchup.
All dressed every time.
Never.
I actually understand that. Like I said, all dressed is the one that when I'm coming back from Canada, I'm like, I gotta get those all dressed chips, man. So Frank, thanks so much for trying all this.
I really appreciate you coming up and bringing all this stuff. And,
my absolute pleasure.
And we got to hang out. Which
I know.
Is even better.
The best part is getting to hang out with you guys.
It's so much
been
fun.
Really fun.
And this is like. If this doesn't make you want to go to Canada or at least visit Canada, then you don't have a soul.
Yeah, something's wrong with you. And some other time we'll make some nice things that are not so...
we'll have to make some sort of...
some things that aren't
Canadian
shelf-stable.
Dishes. Or it's not packaged. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for being here. And thank you so much for being here. I'm Emily. Don't forget to give this a like and subscribe. And don't forget to... head on over to Proto Cooks, where you can also subscribe to Frank. You can see the video that we made together.
Yep.
Making delicious chicken pimientos. Pimientos.
Yeah. Yep.
Keep hanging around. Go subscribe to him. Come subscribe right here. And
yep.
Thanks for being around. Okay, bye-bye. That's all. Bye.
Wait, which side?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh my god, that's so fun.